It's Ehizoje, everyone's favorite Nigerian.
This that real life shit, nigga.
Let's get into some real or weird.
Why you being weird to me?
I only got one topic this week.
Yeah, I peep.
Anthony Mackie. I'm just gonna play the clip for y'all, and then we can talk about it.
I keep my boys humble. Like, my boys have never had a pair of Jordans. You know, my boys don't do all that internet fly shit. I'm like your kids. And no, I don't give a I could be the biggest star in the world. Do not let me catch you being stupid. Mm-hmm. Do not. And my oldest gets it. My 15-year-old, he tells the other ones, he's like, yo, don't make dad mad. Because once you get one that's right, he gonna straighten the other ones out. Mm-hmm. So it's just that thing of, in the past 20 years, we've been living through the death of the American male. They have literally killed masculinity in our homes and our communities, for one reason or another. But I raised my boys to be young men. And however you feel about that, you feel about that. Right. But my boys will always be respectful. They will always say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. They will always say thank you. They will always open the door for a lady. They will always make sure that their mother is taken care and provided for. They will always be men. And that's always since they were 2 years old. Every time I left for a job, I tell my 15-year-old, you're the man of the house. You make sure these doors are locked every night, this alarm is on, you text me or you call me every night before you go to bed and you wake up.
I love that.
Because we're men. If I'm not there to protect, he got to be there to protect. Because you can have all the money in the world, climb through the window, that money means nothing. Right. You can have all the celebrity in the world, you jump through the door, that celebrity means nothing. Yeah. So you got to have a little guard in there, you know? And so for me, it's always that idea of American masculinity is very different.
Hold up. Limitless.
All right. So that was Anthony Mackie on the Pivot podcast. Couple different points, right? I think I want to separate this into two things.
Okay.
Right? First one, real or weird. Keeping your kids humble by not giving them Jordans.
I feel like
Why you being weird to me?
that's what I'm trying to figure out, how literal, like,
It sounds like he's being extremely literal. Like, he's like trying to let them know, like, it doesn't matter if it's a name brand, designer, whatever. Like, these materialistic things are not going to define you. Right? Which I understand. But
because
it's Jordans.
You know what's funny is I was just having this conversation with my homegirl, and we were talking about how a lot of kids today, they be starting out drinking alcohol, and their first like alcohol they have is like 1942, bro.
Crazy.
Like, they didn't have to start from, you know what I mean? Niggas really had to start from the trenches on some
Mad
bullshit,
Dogs,
on some Jose
Four
Cuervo or some
Locos,
bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, you really have to start with some bullshit. So I do see what he's saying, but how extreme is he taking it?
Peach Amsterdam.
Nasty.
Y'all don't know about those days, man.
Nasty. So I would say I'll say that it's real as long as he's not taking it to the literal portion or degree where he just not gonna buy them any Jordans. Designer, I feel like that's out. Like, when you're a kid, that don't make sense to me. But Jordans, it's like, all right, you shouldn't get every Jordan, but a few Jordans, cool. But you shouldn't get everyone.
See, this is where
the principle of it, I think, is real.
Yeah.
I just don't know how literal is he taking that? You know what I mean? I don't know.
I'm gonna take him at his word. He said it, so I'm gonna go off of what he said, right? So I'm gonna take him literally. Now, when it comes to like the design shit, I mean, how much money do I have? If I have enough money to where like designer is not that expensive to me, then yeah, okay. Does it look good on you? Okay, I'm gonna get it for you. You feel me? But the Jordans, no matter, like, if I can afford some Jordans, I'm gonna get you some Jordans, especially if I got a son, bro. Like, what are we talking about, bro? I'm not gonna let you go to school dusty. Like that.
Just because you don't have Jordans don't mean you dusty.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Guess, okay, yes, this is true. But guess what? To not be dusty is gonna cost almost the same as the Jordans. So you might as well
at this point with the rate of inflation, yeah.
So you might as well just get the Jordans. You might as well just get the J's if they want J's. If they don't want J's, maybe they want some Nikes. Maybe they want some Anthony Edwards. You feel me? It's all gonna be around the same price.
I feel like what he's trying to say is, I'm not going to give them a handout. If it's for their birthday or something like that, yeah, I'll get them some Jordans. But I'm not just going to, if the new Jordans came out this morning, like I'm buying it for you right away. Like, that type of thing. Or like every other week, I don't know, getting you some new clothes or just giving you my credit card so you just go online shopping. I feel like that's what he means. If it's for your birthday or, I don't know, we're going on a trip, we're going on vacation, sure, like I'll buy you some nice clothes. But I'm not just getting it for you just because. That's how I interpreted it. But I hope he's not taking it. If he's taking it all the way that literally, then that's weird. But I think the principle of it is real. Just to try to teach your kids humility and like, you know what I mean?
Real. I could teach my kids humility without being like, oh no, you can't have this. No, you can't have this. You gotta wait till you hold it. I'm like, what, bro? Let me get some ones.
I do think you have to raise every kid differently, and that's a whole nother point that he touched on right there, where he's like, oh, if you get the first one right, then all the other ones are gonna fall in line. I don't agree with that for 1 second. Actually, that
might make the next one worse. Be like,
for real,
like, you're not my dad.
Think you is.
What the fuck? Yeah, don't have them close together either, because they gonna butt heads, bro.
Facts. So it's an interesting conversation.
Yeah, every kid is different. You're right. But let's dive into that next one.
Okay.
Masculinity in America is dying.
Why you being weird to me?
Masculinity in America is dying.
Loaded statement. Extremely loaded statement, because it's a very nuanced conversation on what masculinity is and what he's referencing. Now, I'm glad he used like examples. I think he's talking more specifically about the chivalrous nature of masculinity, and not masculinity in itself, because I think masculinity has just changed over time. Right. So let's focus on the chivalrous. Yeah. Real or weird.
If he talking about that, and that's real. I don't know if niggas ain't really. I talk to a lot of my homegirls. They be upset with y'all niggas, man. Y'all don't really want to pay for dates. Y'all don't open doors.
Y'all don't be paying for dates.
Shit crazy, bro. Like, niggas don't pay for dates.
I get it if you're locked in with the girl and it's like, all right, we're gonna go Dutch on this. Like, you my girl, I'm your nigga. Like, let's just save money. It's just smart at that time. But if it's like the first, second, third, fourth day, you trying to like, you trying to get in good with her, spend the money.
Facts.
Waste her time.
Y'all not serious, bro. Lock that shit in. So I don't know. On that note, with the chivalrous nature of men right now, yeah, I would have to agree with that. I think it's also speaks to the economic times that we're in and inflation, high cost of just living in general. So I feel it like niggas' pockets. Everybody ain't got it like that. So it's like to take a girl on a date, that shit is expensive, bro.
Hella expensive.
If you really want to get into it, like, oh my God.
Costs money.
So
it's an investment.
I see why.
An investment. Don't waste your time.
Like there's no.
But you better know who you taking out.
There's no incentive to be chivalrous.
There's some incentive.
If it's gonna take away from my bottom line, like I don't even know, is she gonna hit me back tomorrow? Or is she gonna ghost me?
Okay,
like, you know what I mean?
Okay, that shouldn't matter though. It shouldn't matter. Like, it's her prerogative at that point, just like it was my prerogative to ask her out and to spend money. Right? She didn't ask me to take her out. I asked her to take her out. So that's me saying, okay, I see potential in some way, shape, or form. And the same way that I could go spend the money and be like, oh no, that girl was weird. I'm not gonna hit her back. She could also be like, oh yeah, he might have taken me out. That was nice of him. I said thank you, but he was weird. I'm not gonna go back. Right. So I think in that aspect, like, fuck it, whatever, spend the money. But in the other aspects, I do also agree with them. And like, people don't even say good morning no more, bro. I be at work and like I was raised to like, you see somebody walk in, you greet somebody, you say hello, you say good morning. I be saying good morning sometimes, there would be no response, people just walking by. I'm like, damn, nigga, like what the fuck? And it was funny because I was in an elevator one day. I was going up, I walk in, there's a black woman in there. I'm like, good morning. She goes, hi, good morning. And then she looked at me and she goes, I'm so glad I saw you today. I was just like, why? She was just like, because people don't say good morning in here. I was just like,
man,
I'm in the same boat as you. Like, like I be saying it, and whether or not they want to say it back, that's up to them. But like, I work in an area where there's not a lot of other black people. So when we see each other, we always greet each other. But things like that, holding the door open, Another example. I'm sorry, I'm about to rant because I feel strongly about this.
Get your shit off.
I was in the garage, right? And in my apartment building, if you don't have the perimeter key, like you can't get anywhere, right? So you have to like unlock almost all the doors. I'm trying to catch up to the people in front of me because, or no, there's nobody in front of me, but I see the door open, right? So I'm trying to walk fast, right?
Yeah.
I'm just assuming they're gonna hold the door open. They see me. I'm not trying to get my keys out and unlock the shit.
Right.
Why'd they let the door slam closed on me?
Common decency.
And I look at them because they have to pass me. I was just like, yo, thanks for holding the door open. And they looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, nah, like I would have held the door open for you. Like, I'm not going to make eye contact with you.
Yeah, this is beyond chivalry at this point. This is just like common decency we talking about right here.
People
It's like niggas can't even just keep the door open.
Niggas ain't decent no more, bro. That's the thing.
That's
Niggas
crazy.
ain't decent no more, bro.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. Yeah, what I was touching on earlier, I was just trying to play. So I never advocate for the devil. So I refer to it as God's advocate. I was just trying to take the other side of the coin. I'll spend, if I take a girl out, that means that I saw something in you and I'll spend whatever. I'm never the guy that's like, I'm tripping if she doesn't hit me back tomorrow. I'm not even thinking like that. I'm gonna spend whatever. I'm gonna open the door, chivalrous, all that. But I was just trying to play the other side of the coin and think about it from a dude in today's economy where it's like niggas' pockets ain't that deep like that. So it's like, if I'm gonna take a girl out, I really have to make sure that every box is checked here, because even if I could check all the boxes and do everything right, and she might not hit me back tomorrow. So it's like I still have to live at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because they not paying for it. Most of them, you know, most women are not
Live within
paying
your
for it. So
means.
that's another thing.
And sometimes
date within your tax bracket too.
And sometimes all I saw in that lady, because if I see something in you, sometimes all I saw was a pretty face. That should be distracting sometimes. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
All right.
I had to clean that up. I don't know. I felt like where we left it at, somebody was gonna see this and then try it. Use it against me. So let me clean that
good,
shit up.
Man. You good. You gotta have confidence in who you are as a person. The people that know you know you.
My name is my name, bruh.
There you go.
Come on.